Hello and welcome to Solidworks Station. My name's Stuart, and in today's tutorial we're going to look at some intermediate model making. We're actually going to look at creating this part. Okay, this is a dog chew toy that I've created. We're going to look at this and we're also going to look at shelling the inside of this out to produce a sectional view like this. So there are going to be a few challenges in here, some things that we're new to, some things that we are already familiar with. If you've got any questions or any problems at all with this tutorial, please feel free to ask and just comment on the video below. The best of luck, and let's get started. Okay, so I've opened SolidWorks, I've gone into File, New and Part, and I'm going to go into a front plane and normal to. I'm going to sketch a center line to start off with. And I want to make this center line 60 millimeters. Okay, I want the center of this line to sit coincidental with the origin, and I'm going to sketch a circle from the origin with a radius of 30. Okay, from here I'm going to grab a circle and I'm going to sketch a circle on this quadrant. Okay, and it's going to have a radius of 5. I'm going to go to trim entities and I'm going to trim away that section. I'm going to go back into circle. I'm going to go onto this quadrant. I'm going to sketch a circle and it's going to have a radius this time of 2.5. I'm going to go to trim entities. I'm going to trim away this part and this part. Yes? Okay, I'm going to go into sketch fillet and I want to put a sketch fillet in of 2. Here, 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 and here. And green tick. Okay, we're just going to take away this half of the circle, so into trim entities, take away this half of the circle. We're going to go to features, revolve boss base, this sketch is currently open, that's because we've got a center line down here. A non-thin revolution feature requires a closed sketch. Would you like the sketch to be automatically closed? Yes, we do. Okay. The line that it's chosen for the axis of revolution is this one. It's gone 360 degrees round, and we can select the green tick. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to look at creating a plane tangential to the sphere that we've created, in which we can start to place some of these features on that particular plane that we're going to produce. So to do that, we're going to go into a front plane, normal to, sketch, and we're going to draw a center line from the top of this sphere down to the origin and across at 90 degrees. Press the escape key, back into center line and draw a line at around 45 degrees. Press the escape key and let's assign some smart dimensions to these lines. So firstly, we're going to click on this line, we're going to click on this line, and we want this to be 45 degrees. And I want the length of this line to be 60. Perfect. Close the dialog, close the sketch. We're now going to produce a reference plane tangential to the sphere in order to put the features that we see here onto that plane. So we're going to go Features, Reference Geometry and Plane. Our first reference is this line. Now at the moment the relationship between that line and the plane is coincident. So we're going to change from coincident to perpendicular. Okay, we've got a perpendicular line now. Sorry, a perpendicular plane to that line. Our second reference is the top half of this revolve. So we're going to left click here. Just make sure that this is selected first. So left click, and it's fully defined. We've got a plane that is tangential to the top half of that sphere, in where we can produce these features. Green tick. Okay, what we're going to do next is we're going to produce this feature. So we're going to click on plane 1 that we've just produced, and we're going to go normal 2. In the sketch tab, we're going to go to circle, and we're going to produce a circle on our origin point. Smart dimension it up. This is going to be 5. And we're then going to go to Features, Extrude Boss Base. Now, if we look really closely, you can see that this extrude is not actually touching the sphere at the sides. It is here in the center where we started to draw our circle from originally, but towards the edge of this cylinder it's not. That's not a problem. We can actually extrude in 2 directions. So in direction 1 we're going to extrude by 4 blind. However, in direction 2 we're going to left click in here. We're not going to do blind, we're going to go up to next, and you can see that it's actually filling that part in either side of the model. And we're going to green tick. Good. Okay, we need some fillets, so we're going to go to fillet. We're going to fillet by 2, so let's change our fillet parameter to 2. And we're going to fillet the top, and we're going to fillet the bottom bit of this cylinder. And green tick. Control 7 on your keyboard. Perfect. Well done so far. Okay, next we need to create a circular pattern from this. So let's have a look at how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to produce 8 of these on this top part of the sphere. So back into Solidworks, and we're going to go into linear pattern, and we want a curve driven pattern. Okay, this is not a circular pattern, this is a curve driven pattern, with this outer edge here being our curve. So curve driven pattern, it's asking us for the pattern direction. The pattern direction, okay, is this curve here, okay, that revolve. So left click, okay, you can see it's starting to produce the shapes around here. So you want to make sure that tangent to curve is selected and offset curve is selected. Features and faces, we've got the fillet at the moment. We also want faces, so we want this face and we want this face, and we want the boss extrude. Okay, and green tick. Perfect. Right, we're nearly there. So let's have a look at our image again. So we've got the same that's happening on the bottom part as well. And then obviously, finally, we've got to shell this section out. So let's go back into Solidworks. And we're going to mirror. Okay, so in features mirror, it says mirror, face or plane. So we need to click on this drop down here. We're going to mirror it around the top plane. You can see it's going to mirror those now. Okay, so features to mirror is the circular pattern and green tick. Okay, and then the final thing that we've got to do is shell this out. So let's just hide that plane. So right click and hide. Let's hide the sketch, right click and hide. So we can do a sectional view at the moment, so that's up here. Okay, we can click on sectional view, and if we just green tick, okay, at the moment this is solid all the way through. To get back out of this sectional view, just left click here. You can change the settings of this, okay, by moving the arrows. Okay, you can rotate around as well. Let's set these all at 0. However, we want to shell this out, so click on the green cross, the red cross, sorry, and we're going to go to the features tab and we're going to go to shell. This is a multi-thickness setting, so I'm going to click in here, click on the top bit of my part, the revolve, and I want 1mm going in here, and green tick. If we go to the section view now, and green tick, you can see that that's all been hollowed out, like the image that we've got here. So the final thing we need to do is just apply some material to this. So we're going to go into the appearances, scenes and decals. We're going to left click on that. We're going to choose a plastic. We're going to go to, in fact, let's choose rubber. We're going to use a matte rubber. Let's drag that onto there. Select body. Then we're going to go over here to display manager. Right click on the matte rubber, edit the appearance, and choose red, green tick. Control and 7 on your keyboard, and there we have it. There is our finished part. We've looked at a lot of things today. Some things have been easy. However, I do understand that some things may have been a little tricky. If there's any questions regarding this, then please don't hesitate to ask. We've looked at lots of things. Let's just have a little bit of a recap. So we've looked at a revolve boss base. We've looked at fillets. We've looked at the circular driven pattern. We've looked at creating new planes tangential to spheres. And we've looked at how to boss extrude up to a next surface, and then finally we finished off with shelling out this particular part and applying a rubber matte material to that. This has been Solidworks Station. I've been Stuart. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again very soon in the next video tutorial. Thank you very much, and goodbye.